Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Parivrajana अष्टोत्तर शतश्री श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय शरणारविंद भक्ति विनाथ स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतश्री श्रीमद डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की रामाचार्य श्रीला हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कुंज बिहारी गोपी गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की राजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की श्री कुरुक्षेत्र धाम की गंगा माँ यमुना माई की वृंदा देवी तुलसी महारानी की भक्ति देवी की श्री श्रीदेव सदन मंदिर की मोस्ट मर्सिफुल लॉर्डशिप श्री श्री राधा कुंज बिहारी की श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की श्री श्रीनाथ जी बाल गोपाल गिरी गोवर्धन की श्री श्री गौर निताय की निताय गौर प्रेमानंद all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious to Lord feet of Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga ki Jai. Hare Krishna, welcome to ISKCON Detroit, Dev Southern Mandir. Welcome to Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam morning class. So today we are reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 16, entitled How Parikshit Received the Age of Kali. We are in text 5 today. So let us start with invocation prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nasta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Kṛṣṇāya Vasudevāya Devaki Nandanāya Ca Nanda Gopa Kumarāya Govindāya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Welcome to ISKCON Detroit, Dev Southern Mandir, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam morning class. So reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 16, entitled How Parikshit Received the Age of Kali. We are in text 5 today. Shaunaka uvacha Kasya hetor nijagraha Kasya hetor nijagraha Kalim Digvijay Nrpa Kalim Digvijay Nrpa Nradeva Chihnadrit Sudra Nradeva Chihnadrit Sudra Ko asau gamya padahana Kosau gamya padahana Tat katayatam mahabhaga Tat katayatam mahabhaga Yadi Kṛṣṇa-kathā śrayam Yadi Kṛṣṇa-kathā śrayam Shaunaka uvacha Kasya hetor nijagraha Kalim Digvijaye Nrpa Nradeva Chihnadrit Sudra Kosau gamya padahanat.
Kosau gamya padahanat.
Tat katayatam mahabhaga. Yadi Kṛṣṇa-kathā shrayam. Anyone would like to repeat? Śrīnivāsa.
Kasya ito nijagraha.
Kasya heto nijagraha.
Kulam digvijaye nirpa.
Kalim digvijaye nirpa.
Nirdiva chena sudra.
Nrideva chitna drukshudra.
Kosagam yam padahanat.
Kosau gamya padahanat.
Tat kayatam mahabhaga.
Tatkatayatam mahabhaga.
Yadi Kṛṣṇa-kathā rayam.
Yadi Kṛṣṇa-kathā shrayam.
Saunaka vacha. Kasya hetur nijagraha.
Kasya heto nijagraha.
Kalim digvijaye nrupa.
Kalim digvijaye nrupa.
Nirudeva china drukshudra.
Nrideva chitna drukshudra.
Kosogaya padahanat.
Kosau gamya padahanat.
Tatkataya tam mahabhaga.
Tatkatayatam mahabhaga.
Yadi Kṛṣṇa-kathā shraya.
Yadi Kṛṣṇa-kathā shrayam. Śrīnaka vacha. Kasya heto nijagraha. Kalim digvijaye nripa. Nrideva chitna drukshudra. Kosau gamya padahanat. Tatkatayatam mahabhaga. Yadi Kṛṣṇa-kathā shrayam. Let us go word by word. Śrīnaka vacha. Śrīnaka Rishi said. Kasya. For what? Heto. Reason. Nijagraha. Sufficiently punished. Kalim. The master of the age of Kali. Digvijaye. During the time of his world tour. Nripa. The king. Nrideva. Royal person. Chitnadrik. Decorated light. Shudraka. Lowest of the Sudras. Asau. He. Gam. Cow. Ya. One who. Padahanat. Struck with his leg.
On the leg.
Tat. All that. Katyatam. Please describe. Mahabhaga. O greatly fortunate one. Yadi. If. However. Kṛṣṇa. About Kṛṣṇa. Kathāshrayam. Related with his topics. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupāda. Śrīla Prabhupāda ki jai. Translation. Śrīnaka Rishi inquired, why did Maharaj Parikshit simply punish him, since he was the lowest of the Sudras, having dressed as a king and having struck a cow on the leg? Please describe all these incidents if they relate to the topics of Lord Kṛṣṇa. Please repeat. Śrāvanaka Rishi inquired, why did Maharaja Parikshit simply punish him? Since he was the lowest of the Shudras, having dressed as a king, and having struck a cow on the leg. Please describe all these incidents if they relate to the topics of Lord Kṛṣṇa.
If they relate to the topics of Lord Kṛṣṇa.
Perfect. Śrāvanaka and the rishis were astonished to hear that the pious Maharaja Parikshit simply punished the culprit and did not kill him. This suggests that a pious king like Maharaja Parikshit should have at once killed an offender who wanted to cheat the public by dressing like a king and at the same time daring to insult the purest of the animals, a cow. The rishis in those days, however, could not even imagine that in the advanced days of the age of Kali, the lowest of the Shudras will be elected as administrators and will open organized slaughterhouses for killing cows. Anyway, although hearing about a Shudraka who was a cheat and an insulter of a cow was not very interesting to the great rishis, they nevertheless wanted to hear about it to see if the event had any connection with Lord Kṛṣṇa. They were simply interested in the topics of Lord Kṛṣṇa. For anything that is dovetailed with the narration of Kṛṣṇa is worth hearing. There are many topics in Bhagavatam about sociology, politics, economics, cultural affairs, etc. But all of them are in relation with Kṛṣṇa, and therefore all of them are worth hearing. Kṛṣṇa is the purifying ingredient in all matters. Regardless of what they are, in the mundane world, everything is impure due to its being a product of three mundane qualities. The purifying agent, however, is Kṛṣṇa. Om Ajnānatimirandasya Jnānanjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsta Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Varigana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsta He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripasindhubhyevacha Atitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Śrīvāsavi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome you all to the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam morning class. So, yesterday we have seen how once when Maharaj Parikshit was on his way to conquer the world, he saw the master of Kali-yuga, who was lower than a Shudra, disguised as a king and hurting the legs of a cow and a bull. the king at once caught hold of him to deal sufficient punishment. And today, Shravanaka Rishi inquired Sutta Goswami that why did Maharaj Parikshit simply punish him? And since he was the lowest of the Shudras, having dressed as a king and having struck a cow on the leg, please describe all these incidents if they relate to the topics of Lord Kṛṣṇa. So, here one main thing to note is like Shravanaka Rishi along with other sages who were assembled in the Naimisharanya, they were all inquiring all the subject matters that where Krishna is in center. They are not even interested to hear anything that is out of Krishna consciousness. Jai Shri Radha Jai Jagannath Jai Shri Radha. So, this brings us an important point to note is like we have to learn from that sages how they were very eager in understanding and also knowing the subject matters that involve Krishna in it, that involve Krishna as a center, as center focus as Krishna. And they are not even interested in any mundane matters. This thing which had happened, the person who was even the lowest of the Shudras, and he was trying to attack, he was attacking a cow and a bull, and the sages who are very intelligent, who are inquiring about Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, do you think they will ask about mundane matters, about how a person just doing some barbaric activities? So here Sutta Goswami will reveal a very important thing in the further verses, and these sages were inquisitive because they wanted to know if there is some connection of this subject matter with Krishna, because if something that is related with Krishna, that becomes transcendental. Anything that is not related with Krishna is like material, temporary, and creates bondage. And even Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, as in 4th chapter, text 9, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vekti tattvata tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna. So, whoever knows my appearance, my activities, and all my things as transcendental, they will not even return to this material world. Just knowing them as transcendental, not even understanding to the fullest. Just understand your thing like, oh, it is not the same as we. Like Krishna's appearance is not as the same as us. It is different. It is transcendental. He is beyond. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, whoever just tries to understand that by the mercy of bona fide Guru, spiritual master, and through the scriptures that were being revealed in Bhagavad Gita and Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and Chaitanya Charitamritam and many other Śrīla Prabhupāda books. So, whoever try to understand the transcendental nature of the pastimes of Krishna, they will immediately get liberated. Not even a second thought. Because they understand that Krishna is Supreme God and there is nothing beyond Krishna, and Krishna is the ultimate proprietor and He is the ultimate controller. And we are like just minute, infinitesimal sparks of His spiritual energy, right? We are spirit soul, we are just a fragment of His portion. That's it. So, here, these rishis are very astonished to hear, like, why this Maharaj Parikshit has just simply punished the culprit? Why didn't he kill him? Because, there might be the tendency to commit that mistakes will still be there in that person. Even when the Mahabharata war was happening, why wouldn't Krishna be forgiving them all, like Kauravas and all the people assembled in the battlefield of Kurukshetra on the opposing side of Pandavas? Why couldn't he forgive them all? Because he knew that Earth is like Mother Earth planet is suffering from a lot of burden from this demoniac personalities. So he had made that plan and he wiped off all that demoniac nature. But ultimately they got liberation because they had left their bodies in front of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. So, and even this one thing reveals us that how kings think differently. We may understand like, oh, that person may have committed sin and he should be immediately like assassinated or killed. Why would he be spared? But in the vision of a king, every individual, like every citizen is like his children, right? And he want to shower that mercy upon even the fallen, even the most sinful children also who are committing crimes and the king is so merciful and he wanted to give an opportunity to rectify his mistakes because it was a great mistake. Like he wanted to kill the cow. We know like Krishna is, other name of Krishna is Govinda, who is the protector of cows and also protector of our senses. Go refers to both cow and senses. And cows, even in if we try to observe in the pastimes of Supreme Lord Krishna, how he gave the importance of when he first day when he started going to forest for grazing his calves. When his mother Yashoda asked him to wear footwear, he said like, when you give footwear to all my calf, then only I will wear. Without that, I will not wear. If they are going on barefoot, I will also go on barefoot. So we should understand, if Krishna is giving that much importance, how much we should give importance to cows, Gomata. And even in, if we see the example of Surabhi cow, Hamaden, and it is very auspicious. So that's reason, like the rishis were astonished that even though he was hurting cow, why did Maharaj Parikshit rescue him? Because he was, Maharaj Parikshit, not only an ideal ruler, but he was a great devotee of Krishna. He never want he doesn't think of killing any person. Whoever comes to his shelter, he provides the shelter without fail. And it's the ideal duty of a king to provide shelter. So when this was happened, we're gonna reveal much more details. What has happened, like Parikshit Maharaj and Kali, what conversation happened, and what Kali has asked, and what Parikshit Maharaj has given to him, and how this conversation is being revealed is very interesting in upcoming verses and chapters. So, but here, one more thing that can be noted from here, like Maharaj Parikshit should have at once killed an offender who wanted to cheat the public by dressing like a king, and at the same time daring to insult the purest of animals, a cow. So now in current society we see how the political influence or like celebrity influence that or some social media influencers, if they want to even if they want to like commit a big crime, like they are committing without any second thought, because they knew that, oh, this law has nothing to touch, nothing to do with us. Even though if we go to prison, if we are accustomed to go to jail, and we will come in a while, like in a short period of time. So they have that pride in them, like, oh, nothing will happen to us. We are free to do anything. We have the freedom of life. We can do anything. We can harm any person. We can harm animals. We can harm environment. We can harm people. There is no one to question. If anyone questions, we will see there. Like, we will ruin their life. But that should not be ideal case, because see, when you understand that you are a spirit soul, and when you see around you also all spirit souls, why would you harm them, right? Because when you are in that spiritual soul level, like soul platform, spiritual platform, everyone is a part and parcel of Kṛṣṇa. Everyone is coming from Kṛṣṇa. Everything, even nature is coming from Kṛṣṇa. Nature acts under Kṛṣṇa. So if you try to disturb that nature, and if you try to harm the other people, more than they suffer, you're gonna suffer in next lifetimes more and more. It's building upon your karma and karma and karma. It's binding you, but ignorant, foolish people, they are not even ready to accept the truth, like they were not even ready to read the scriptures. Oh, what is there in the scriptures? What are Acharya saying? No, they are not bothered. And that somehow or other, even when Śrīla Prabhupāda has arrived in America, many people who are hippies, when Prabhupada started giving them prasadam classes, slowly philosophy, they turned into happies. Hippies turned into happies. So how wonderful is that?
Yes.
So it's like that. So even if we somehow or other we face circumstances outside when we go for work or something else, if we find some people like that, just give them prasadam. That's it. If they like flowers, give them garland. If they like books, give Śrīla Prabhupāda books. If they like nice prasadam, sweets, give them. If they like kirtans, invite them to temple. So something or the other, you just not like forcefully, but at least like it should come voluntarily, but at least you try to ask their hobbies or something like that. So initially they might not reveal you, but if you just give some sweets or something that is very delicious Mahaprasadam, then that internally changes the consciousness of that people, and it eventually benefits that person, and not only this lifetime, but whatever the sins that he has committed in over the past few lifetimes, that will all be gets reduced, karma gets reduced, and slowly when that person starts doing devotional service, he tries to understand the truth, and rishis in those days, like, they were unimaginable that in the advanced age of Kali, the lowest of the Shudras will be elected as administrators and will open organized slaughterhouses for killing cows. So they were so astonished and couldn't believe that as the Kali progresses, the more and more lowest kind of people will be ruling, will be able to hold the utmost positions in the administrations. And also there is very degradation in the protection of cows. So they were very astonished. But this purport, actually it seems like just written a few days back, because it was just resembling how our current situation is. But Śrīla Prabhupāda has a greater vision This scripture we got very long time, but still see how easily we can reflect that purport with our current society. How easily Prabhupada explained the situation long back ago. So, although hearing about Shudraka, who was a cheat and insulter of a cow, was not very interesting to the great rishis, they nevertheless wanted to hear about it to see if the event had any connection with Lord Kṛṣṇa. So, hearing about mundane topics, nonsense talks, creates lot of chaos, disturbance, frustration, anger, material bondage, and waste of time, waste of resources, and even your precious energy will be lost, like whatever you are utilizing for your work or something else, something important. But when you engage in that unimportant nonsensical talks, everything gets lost. Everything gets deviated. Your aim, your motivation will also get down. And hearing about Kṛṣṇa is the first step to understand about Kṛṣṇa. Hearing has that importance. Not only about spiritual things, but even if you observe in our day-to-day scenario. Example of marketing, like how a company promotes its brand. The company may advertise many posters around you, but the first thing, it is like upon hearing about that brand. You may daily see a poster, but still you are not interested. But if someone of your friend or something says like, hey, did you try this brand? It's a new brand. It's just came like latest offer. Or did you hear about the latest upgradation in the iOS? Or something like that. Anything that you hear first, it goes in and it starts to, our mind starts meditating on that thought, and slowly, next time, your eye sees for that poster. Your eye goes to that place where the poster is, and even if there is not there, you will go and search in the Google that what is this, what is that. You wanted to know more. So, but what is the use? Our life itself is temporary. We are not eternal here. We are not permanent, and there is full of miseries, one after the other. Even if you try to find solution for one problem, after that another problem, another problem, another problem, another problem. Thus, until and unless you until and unless you understand that you are spirit soul, the problems will arise and arise and arise. And if you try to start understanding on spiritual level, soul level, then you will start hearing about Kṛṣṇa. Okay, what Kṛṣṇa has instructed, what our Acharya said, what we have to do, what we have to chant, what we have to read, what we have to eat, how we should behave, how not to behave, and how to associate with the devotees, how to do service in the temple. And this creates a wonderful opportunity for us to go back to home, back to Godhead, by the guidance of our spiritual master, bona fide spiritual masters, and all our Acharya, Śrīla Prabhupāda, and all the Guru Parampara. And one may think like, oh, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam has many topics like sociology, politics, like we see how Yudhishthira Maharaj got also instructions about how to rule a kingdom, like in a very prosperous way, very like fulfilling, satisfactory way from Bhishma Deva. But we have to understand the core point, the center point in all that concepts is like Kṛṣṇa. There is not even a single topic that is not consisting the existence of Kṛṣṇa, or it is deviating from Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Because Kṛṣṇa is purifying ingredient in all matters. What is the nature of soul? It is Satchidananda, full of eternity, bliss and knowledge. So it is the pure form, the small fragment part is pure. If it is coming from a huge, unlimited personality of Godhead, like Supreme Personality of Godhead, what to imagine of Krishna's purity? And in serving Krishna, Krishna doesn't need any of us, our service, but we need our purification. For our purification, we are trying to serve Krishna. We are trying to serve our Śrīla Prabhupāda, all our Acharyas, Guru Parampara, and our bona fide spiritual master. So, if we try to understand that, even today I got a very good point from a devotee that service, we have to read scriptures with service and surrender to Krishna as well as Śrīla Prabhupāda. Until and unless you do service and surrender to Krishna and Śrīla Prabhupāda, whatever you read of scriptures, you will not get into mind. You will not be able to even assimilate a single point. So you have to have the firm faith in whatever has our Acharyas has revealed to us, because they have seen the truth. Even that is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Tat viddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upagdekshanti tejnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Krishna emphasizes that one should go, surrender unto spiritual master, serve him submissively. Then you will be able to understand me. Then you will be able to assimilate the scriptural knowledge perfectly. So, we see in this material world, mundane world, everything is impure due to its being a product of three mundane qualities. Modes of nature, like we are being controlled by modes of nature, and also see everywhere there is contamination. Everywhere. Not even very hard to find the pure substances now. Even the crops which we daily consume, that itself, they are feeding so much chemicals into it, fertilizers into it. So we have to understand, this world is gonna be so miserable and miserable as the age progresses and progresses. If we do not want you to be stuck in this material world, in the loop of birth and death, so just understand what you have to do and how we have to follow the instructions of our spiritual master and also Śrīla Prabhupāda. So, the main thing is everything that is in relation with Krishna is transcendental, because Krishna is the highest, supreme purifying agent, supreme controller. Shri Radha Kunj Vihari is so merciful. So, even if you give slightest effort to just come into the temple, he will grab you, he will embrace you. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he will embrace you. He is so merciful. So, even we are nearing to the festival of chariots, July 19th. It's a great festival. Lord Jagannath being so merciful, even the Radha Kunj Vihari or Gaur-Nitaya deities are merciful, but we have to come to temple to receive to have their darshan and blessings. But Jagannath is so merciful, Krishna is so merciful in the form of Jagannath. He comes out to see every one of us. He comes out and he sees he has how some rulers in previous age, they come for a tour in a kingdom, they see the people how they are doing. So Jagannath, every year he comes out, he sees how people are. So how fortunate are we see, Lord is coming near us, Lord is coming to our nearby. You just need to step out and you just need to utilize that opportunity. It is even mentioned in scriptures that the person who sees Jagannath on the chariot at least once, he will never get birth in this material world again. He just has to see the darshan of Lord Jagannath in chariot, and he just meditate on that form. Just a minute, that's it. And also, I remember a point that if a person remembers the Lord Jagannath's form in festival on chariot, at the end of his life, even though he don't remember Krishna, Lord Jagannath will remember him, will make him remember Krishna, and he will take him back to home, back to God. So, everyone, I request everyone to please join us for Festival of Chariots coming on July 19, Sunday at Novi Civic Center, starting from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. What month? And well, we do have an amazing children's kids Rath Yatra coming up next Sunday.
This Sunday?
Yes, July 12th.
That's next Sunday, not this Sunday.
No, July 12th is coming Sunday.
Oh, this Sunday?
Yeah.
For the neighborhood. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, right.
It's starting from evening 7:30 to 9, and also we do have a Snan Yatra and Abhishekam of Lord Jagannath coming out of altar, and he gives us the opportunity to bathe him. Usually the service to deities will be done by Brahmanas who are qualified, like second initiated Brahmanas who are very qualified Brahmanas, and they are able to do service. But Lord Jagannath is so merciful. He comes out and he gives opportunity to each and every one of us. Come, bathe me. I want you to come and do. And he's not like he wanted, he doesn't want anything, any bath or something. He is transcendental, but it is our purification. It is for us, our case, that we have to serve him. We have to pray to Lord Jagannath. Jagannath, please make my consciousness so strong that I will be not deviated in the and be trapped in the clutches of Maya. So I would like to conclude by stating this, and I'm sorry if I misspoke anything. Please forgive me. Hare Krishna. Grandra Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. If you have any questions, comments, realizations, please.
Nice talk, AJ.
Thank you.
Nice. Yes.
It was total all of a sudden, so I don't know what to speak. So
We will have another Kṛṣṇa-kathā ritual this weekend.
yes, Sunday we do have Snan Yatra, and also we do have kids Rath Yatra.
Okay.
So see how kids will be engaged totally in Rath Yatra, how eagerly they will participate in Rath Yatra, and it will be amazing experience, because the younger generation, if they do devotional service, their life will be sorted. They will not be deviated in any illusion or material afflictions in the coming future.
We got to invite people to the temple.
Yes, sure. Any comments, any realizations, any thoughts?
Prabhupada one time, he was taking darshan, and the devotee nearby, he heard him say, "Devotee, that please, Krishna, don't let me fall down." Then devotee asked Prabhupada, "You said in the class that you will not fall down. For certainly will fall down." So he said that, "Yes, because I am praying every day, every time. So we must pray. Krishna, Jagannath is coming out and allowing us to see him."
Yes.
So when first Rath Yatra started, because devotees did not, they were attracted to Jagannath so much that one day from the altar they took out in the park and started having kirtan and dancing around him.
Yes.
And Prabhupada,
Yes, I saw that, yes.
Prabhupada, see they're missing Jagannath on the altar, so he came out quickly.
Jagannath is missing Rath Yatra.
He said, "Oh, you can take him out." Yes. But Prabhupada, they said that maybe Jagannath wants to come out.
Come out, yes.
And so we will have nothing.
Yes, that's how it started. Very amazing.
Yes.
I have seen.
So he himself inspired
Yes.
for everybody.
Jagannath has that magic.
Yeah.
Come and experience that blissful magic from Jagannath. Lord Jagannath ki Jai.
Today is the 16th?
Today is 9th.
Oh, today is 9th, okay. Okay, that's next Thursday. Okay.